I'm still an addict. I'm still collecting Blu-rays. Am I gonna stop? Nah.
What's this? Oh my god, climbing from the bottom takes way too long. Tell everybody that I'm sorry, but I'm never gonna come back. And it's clear it's all gone, and finding what we have just feels so wrong. And nobody's gonna stop me, cause I'm never gonna come back.
Hi guys, how are we all going? Today I'm doing my fourth Blu-ray collection video. I thought I was gonna stop after the second one. I was like, surely I'm not gonna collect any more Blu-rays. Like, this is crazy. But it's been, I don't know how long, like 2 years, maybe, since I've done my last Blu-ray video, which was my third one. So yeah, and in that time, I've collected a fair few Blu-rays, so we have a lot to get through today. Now, I do want to preface this with saying that I did film a Blu-ray collection video number 4. Who is calling me? It is Matthew. Hello?
Hello, what's up?
Hi, I am literally filming a YouTube video right now. And you're on camera. I'm doing a Blu-ray collection video number 4. Oh, they can't hear you. All my 30 viewers. Yeah. Alright, sorry about that. Let's continue with the Blu-ray collection. Now, what was I saying before? Yeah, preface this. I did film a video literally like 3 months ago, and I was like, eventually I'll come back to it. I didn't come back to it after the 3 months. I thought, too much time's passed, my hair's probably grown, it's gonna be different everything, different setting, different lighting. I'm like, what's the point? Let's just film it all at once from the start. So, let's start this off with Ready Player One. Steven Spielberg comes back with this excellent video game movie. It's a video game movie, not based off a video game, based off a book. It's really cool. Special effects are awesome. I really like the whole video gamey aspect, big end fight. There's lots of cameos, there's lots of Easter eggs, literally a lot of Easter eggs in this movie. If you like that sort of thing and you haven't seen Ready Player One, definitely recommend it. Where am I gonna put all these? Jesus. Alright. Next we have The Fate of the Furious. I have most of the Fast and the Furious movies starting from Fast and the Furious 5. I don't really like the ones beforehand, which is an unpopular opinion, I'm sorry. I did start watching from 5, and I didn't really get into the earlier ones, but I really like everything from 5. That's why I have Fast and Furious 8. Really enjoy it. A Quentin Tarantino movie not directed by Quentin Tarantino. Bad Times at the El Royale. This literally has Tarantino written all over it, but it's actually directed by the guy who directed Cabin in the Woods. I believe, don't quote me on that, I think Joss Whedon. I think he had something to do with this movie. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I actually really enjoy this movie. The music's awesome. The tension's awesome. I like the way the story's told. It is a bit slow at the start, but when everything starts going, it's really cool. And Chris Hemsworth is just awesome in it. So if you haven't seen Bad Times at the El Royale, I definitely recommend it. I have to have this. Avengers Infinity War. It's the second last film of like this massive saga that's been happening, the Infinity Stone saga, if you will. I wouldn't be a Marvel fan if I didn't have this film, and of course I have this film, and what can I say about it? If you haven't seen Avengers Infinity War, stop living under a rock and just watch the movie. Next we have A Cure for Wellness. I'm not sure if I've actually talked about this movie, but it's a bit hard when you haven't done a Blu-ray collection video in like two years. But ultimately the best way I can describe this movie is Shutter Island meets Shutter Island? I guess it's Shutter Island. That's the closest thing I can think of. It's weird, it's kooky. Dane DeHaan, watch A Cure for Wellness if you like Shutter Island. That's the best way I can kind of sell this movie to you. Next we have What We Do in the Shadows. This is an older movie. It's a New Zealand movie with Taika Waititi, and it's done by the guys who did Flight of the Conchords, I believe. It's actually really funny. The humor is nothing that I've seen before. It's like an awkward humor. Like, it's gory, it's funny, I really enjoyed it. It's like my type of humor. If you haven't seen What We Do in the Shadows, definitely recommend this as well. The things at the top literally say hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. So I really like this movie actually. So please watch What We Do in the Shadows if you're looking for a nice little offbeat comedy. Next we have Shape of Water. Now, not hated, that's probably a strong word, but I disliked Shape of Water after I watched it. Everyone thought it was going to be leading into Hellboy, that the fish monster was going to be a sapien. But it wasn't, it's its own film, it's really well acted. But that's all I can really say about it. It is a really good film, but I find it hard to re-watch it after I've watched it once. That's not taking anything away from the film, it's still a beautiful film. Won the Best Picture for God's sake. The only reason why I own it is because Guillermo del Toro, the fact that he won an Oscar with this film is just amazing. The man deserves an Oscar and he got it with this film. That's why I bought it. I respect him as a director. So yeah, Shape of Water. Next we have a bit of a weird one, Mandy. Lots of people say you have to be high or on drugs to watch this movie. It's actually pretty funny because Nicolas Cage goes insane with this movie. If I have to sell this movie to you, I would say Nicolas Cage has blood all over his face and he fights another man with a chainsaw. Are you gonna watch this film? You should, because he fights people with chainsaws. It is amazing. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Disaster Artist. I don't know if I'm going to use that. Oh my god, that was insane. I saw this film at an independent theatre on Lygon Street in the city. And I really enjoyed this film. It was a small cinema. Everyone enjoyed it. This film's based on The Room. If you don't know what The Room is, it's the best worst film of all time. So this is ultimately a movie on how the best worst film of all time came about, and on Tommy Wiseau, who is played by James Franco, and played by James Franco magnificently. If you haven't seen The Disaster Artist, it is another great awkward comedy. Really recommend it. We've got through our first little pile. Let's go to the next one. Alright, so It. Bill Skarsgård. Awesome as Pennywise. Was he as good as Tim Curry? I would say yes, but it's different eras. I think Bill Skarsgård was scarier, but the Tim Curry version, I think, played Pennywise better for the time that it was in. The film doesn't hold up well, but It definitely reinvigorates the franchise, and I'm very much looking forward to the second one. Next we have this beautiful Kong Skull Island. This is a great King Kong movie. I don't think it's as good as the Peter Jackson Kong movie, but it's still really good. It's set in the Universal Monsterverse that's now happening. My little brother really liked Kong and Godzilla, so this is technically his, but it's in my collection, so I'm like, let's just put this in the video. Next we have Prometheus to Alien. I think I may have already done this in a Blu-ray collection, but ultimately as Prometheus, Alien, Aliens, Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection are a bit Aliens, Alien and Prometheus I think are very, very good movies. If you haven't seen them and you like the whole Alien franchise, definitely watch it. They're really good. Speaking about the Alien franchise, we have Alien Covenant. I actually really enjoyed Alien Covenant, and this steelbook is really cool. On the back it has the Xenomorph. This film scared me in cinemas. It was actually a really good horror movie, which I didn't expect, and it picked up from where Prometheus left off really well, so I'll give it props to that one. I believe they're making another one as well, so I'm super looking forward to that. Next we have Logan in an amazing steelbook again. I think I also did this in a Blu-ray. I should probably just stop saying that. But Logan, it's really awesome. What can I say about Logan? It's a great send-off to Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and who knows if he'll come back. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but all I know is Hugh Jackman did an amazing job in this movie. Absolutely amazing job. Next we have Hereditary, which is a bit of a weird one because I liked it when I first watched it. I thought it was super scary, but lots of people didn't think it was scary. It's a very slow burn. At the end, I could barely watch it. If you say you weren't scared in the final 10 minutes of that film, you'd be lying. That was one of the scariest things I've ever seen in a cinema in my life. You had things crawling around the dark. You had, I'm not going to spoil it, but if you haven't seen Hereditary, watch it. It's a nice little psychological horror film. Toni Collette is amazing in this film. I don't know why she didn't get nominated for an Oscar. But yeah, Hereditary, it is on Netflix, I believe, so watch it if you're looking for a good horror film. Next we have The Predator. Now this has a special place in my heart because I saw this on my LA trip when I went to America with film school. I went to the Chinese theater to watch this. So it's not the greatest of movies, but it holds a special place in my heart. It's a nice little cheesy action horror-esque violent movie. So that's why I have The Predator. Next we have Venom. I really enjoyed Venom. I thought it was a really good incarnation and really good film interpretation of Venom. Tom Hardy did an amazing job. I loved all the symbiotes in this film, and I'm looking forward to seeing if he gets integrated into the Spider-Man universe. That's in Marvel now. Obviously, I don't want Venom to stay in Sony's hands because it'll just be ruined if he gets into Marvel's hands and Tom Holland's Spider-Man stays with Marvel. Then we're good. Then we're good, guys. Baywatch. Don't ask me why I have it. Black Panther. It's I wasn't looking forward to this movie when it got announced. I thought it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be boring while people watch that. But it got nominated for a bloody Best Picture Oscar. I think that's the first Marvel film to actually get nominated for a Best Picture. It's because what it did for the African American culture and what it did in regards to politics and the social aspects of the film. It was really, really good in the way everything was portrayed. And it was very well done. So props to Black Panther, and the steelbook's really cool as well. It's got a nice little art. So that's why I have Black Panther. The movie proved me wrong. The movie proved that it's actually good. We have Blade Runner 49. This is a weird one because I enjoyed it the first time I watched it. But similar to the first Blade Runner, you can't just put it on and just watch it for a fun little movie. Because it's not that. It's very slow. It's a 3-hour movie, I believe. I think it's 3 hours. I don't know. It doesn't tell me. That's annoying. Anyway, it's a very long movie and it's very slow. But it's got some enjoyable bits to it. It's very well filmed. Very well acted. Ryan Gosling is my favorite actor. And Harrison Ford comes back and does a beautiful job in this movie. Blade Runner, that's why I have it. I'll watch it again one day. But not in the mood for it at the moment. Next, we have The Greatest Showman. I cried in this movie. Next, we have A Quiet Place. I think I'll talk about this movie very quietly because I feel like that's what what's his name? I feel like that's what John Krasinski would want. So, I thought Quiet Place was a really good movie. If you haven't seen A Quiet Place, please watch A Quiet Place because it's really good. Spider-Man Homecoming. Falcon was amazing in this movie. Not Falcon, what the hell? Vulture. Vulture was amazing in this movie. Love Michael Keaton. He did such a good job as Vulture. Please watch Spider-Man Homecoming if you haven't already. Great job by Tom Holland. This is his first proper Spider-Man movie in the Marvel Universe. And he did amazing in it. That's why I have Spider-Man. Deadpool 2 has really good art on it. Look at that. It's all like drawn. It's really cool. But Deadpool 2, it wasn't as good as the first. Still a really good movie. It was self-aware. It knew what it wanted to be. Not Ryan Gosling, I always get him confused. Ryan Reynolds is an amazing Deadpool. Amazing Deadpool. He's found his role. This has really made him as an actor. He's found his swan song. This is what he needed to be. This is what everyone wanted him to be, and he's found what he needs to do. Deadpool 2. Oh, man, that's getting Leaning Tower of Pisa, man. Trainspotting and Trainspotting 2. Trainspotting is a great classic. It's really good with Ewan McGregor. It's about heroin use and overdose and all that fun stuff. And the second one is very different. It's about getting over all those things and kind of reconnecting with his past and not falling to the same things he did in this film and trying to overcome them in this film. I really enjoyed Trainspotting 2, kind of a bit more than this one, because I like the message in this one. I felt like this message was it didn't really have one, it just had a lot of drug use and a lot of bad messages in it, but I felt like this one really had a good story and really told a good message. So that's why I like Trainspotting and Trainspotting 2. Okay, next we have Baby Driver. This is my favourite film of when it came out. I believe it was 2018, 2017. I don't know. I should probably know if it's my favourite film. But Kevin Spacey's we don't talk about him anymore for obvious reasons, so that's why the film's kind of gone down on my list of favourite movies of all time. But the music in this film is so good. Edgar Wright does an amazing job of editing everything with it. And that's why I love Baby Driver 2. The music in it is just immaculate. Next we have The Nice Guys. The Nice Guys, Ryan Gosling again. He did an amazing job. I didn't like it when I first watched it, but then watching it with other people and laughing with them at the jokes in it is actually so much fun. The Nice Guys is really good. Watch it with a whole bunch of people like I did. I felt like the experience would be just so much better. Next we have Overlord, which is pretty much Call of Duty Black Ops 1 in a movie, produced by J.J. Abrams. If that doesn't want to make you watch the movie, I don't know what will. And then we have Glass. This is the third film of the M. Night Shyamalan trilogy from Unbreakable, Split, and now Glass. I still enjoy Split the most, actually. Split is my most favourite film of this trilogy. I felt like Glass would have delved into some things, and the ending kind of really... I didn't like the ending at all, the way certain things were handled. But I still own this because I own Unbreakable and Split, and I still enjoyed watching Glass, so that's why I have Glass. Next we have Evil Dead 2. I got given this film for my birthday. I've never seen Evil Dead or Evil Dead 2 for that matter. And I watched this and I thought it was so much fun, so gory, just such classic comedic 80s horror fun. Evil Dead 2 is really good. Another film I was given for my 21st, The Shining. What can I say? You all know about The Shining. I've watched it before, but I haven't watched it again. It is a slow burn, but the ending is really good. And seeing Lakers fan Jack Nicholson, seeing Jack Nicholson's slow decline into madness is really cool. So, The Shining. Next we have Silence of the Lambs. To be honest, I've never seen this film all the way through, but Anthony Hopkins, from what I've seen in the film, is really good as Hannibal Lecter. And Jodie Foster's obviously really good as well. I will need to watch all of this, and I will do it eventually. But Silence of the Lambs, I was given it for my birthday, same as the other ones. Another one I was given for my birthday, The Thing. Man, horror movies are great, aren't they? I have seen the original Thing and the remake. This is definitely better than the remake. Obviously the remake has some updated special effects, but the special effects in this film are really cool. I actually really like The Thing. I think it's a really good horror movie. Watch The Thing if you haven't seen it. Ayo. I'm no Freddie Mercury, but Bohemian Rhapsody was awesome. I also cried in this film. I have a thing for crying in musicals or documentaries or biopics or whatever they're called. I'm gonna see Rocket Man. I'll probably cry in that too. But I really enjoyed Bohemian Rhapsody. Rami Malek's interpretation of Freddie Mercury was just so good. Watch Bohemian Rhapsody if you haven't already. It's really good. And the music's obviously awesome. Next we have this beautiful looking My Neighbor Totoro. I really like Studio Ghibli, and this was one of the first films I was shown in that Studio Ghibli universe. I was shown Spirited Away, and then My Neighbor Totoro. My Neighbor Totoro just holds a special place in my heart, and the art's really good as well. If you like anime, and you like the Studio Ghibli movies like Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, definitely watch My Neighbor Totoro. We have Incredibles 2. I don't have Incredibles 1, I really need to get it, but I still enjoy Incredibles 1 more than Incredibles 2, but Incredibles 2 was really fun. Really good family movie that I think is really good. Pixar's doing an amazing job. Inside Out, Incredibles 2, they're doing really well. Then we have all the Rocky movies. I really like Rocky. Rocky is just so awesome. We need more Creed, Rocky. We need more of it. I love them. They're such good motivational movies. I mean, I listen to the music lots. But yeah, they're good movies. Oh, they all just dropped. They all dropped. That's because I have Spider-Man. No, it's not what the... I have Star Wars The Last Jedi. That's how this film was. They dropped the ball. They dropped the movie. They just dropped it. But I've got a Star Wars tattoo, for God's sake, and I really hope they pick up the ball and they do something with the third one, with the 9th one. But I still own The Last Jedi because I have all the Star Wars movies, and I need to have this one to kind of be in my collection. And the Steelbook is really cool, Rey and Kylo. Kylo needs to pick up his freaking game in the next one. But yeah, Star Wars Last Jedi. Alright guys, that was my 4th Blu-ray collection video. Yeah. I'm not going to stop buying movies. They'll always keep coming out. I won't download because I love the industry and I love supporting the industry. But hopefully I'll be back soon with another Blu-ray collection video. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.